Hello, beautiful, 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 intelligent black people. I hope that all is well in your world. And this day was just a beautiful, beautiful day for you and all of your wonderful, wonderful, wonderful loved ones, my beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters. The question is, and I have gotten this question many times throughout my many decades on this planet called Earth, while I am still on this side of the river, my beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters. Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, and you spell her last name Welsing. She was a beautiful, intelligent, well-rounded, well-schooled black woman. And she did a lot of writing. She did a lot of study in the area of psychiatry and psychology and real black history, real African history. And throughout her research, she established this premise and this conclusion. That is that white folks are undoubtedly a genetic mutant albino population. And I will say that again. White folks are undoubtedly a genetic mutant albino population. That is not an insult. That is fact. That is true. And one of the things that I will do here at the Thrasher Way is tell the truth, regardless of who is uncomfortable with those truths. White folks are albino mutants from the original black human, Hueman. White folks are albino mutants from the original black human beings, Beings, causing the formation of a mankind and a humankind. And this statement, according to Dr. Welsing, is given strong support by the work of the anthropologist, and his name is Louis, Louis, Leakey, Leakey. Do some research. Look up the anthropologist named Louis Leakey, who stated in his book entitled By the Evidence, that was the name of his memoirs in book form. And they were written according to his experiences from 1932 to 1951. And he stated emphatically that human life began in Africa. Human life began in Africa. And that the first human beings were black folks, people that looked like me, people that looked like you, my beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters. Hence is why sometimes in some of my audio presentations, I have stated that black folks like me, black folks like you, are descendants of the only 100% humans that originated on the African continent. Human life began in Africa. The first human beings on this planet were black folks. From the modern science of genetics, according to Dr. Wilson, we know that it is possible for all pigmented population groups to produce white albino mutants. And I will say that again. It is possible for all melanated population groups to produce white albino mutants. We also know, according to Dr. Wilson, that it is impossible for albino mutants to produce black offsprings. Hence is why you never see white folks producing black offsprings. All you get from that procreation is more albino mutants. Melanated people have the biological, the DNA, the genetic ability to produce albino mutants. And this was reported in National Geographic and it was National Geographic and the Natural History magazines. And it said that recently found in Africa was the first known albino primate infant who was the offspring of its COAL, black parents, mother and father. This evidence strongly supports that if a higher primate, in this instance, a pair of gorillas, can produce a platinum blonde, blue-eyed, pink-skinned albino, then certainly this could also be the pattern by which blonde, blue-eyed, pink-skinned, white men and women are also produced as genetic mutants or albino mutants from the black norm. The normal pigmentation is black skin, my beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters. Don't allow white folks to convince you otherwise. The normal skin pigmentation is black folks, highly melanated folks that look like me, that look like you, my beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters. The norm for the entire human family is to possess melanated skin. That's the norm for the entire human family. The norm for the entire human family is to possess melanated skin, pigmented skin, my beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters. The albino mutants that easily could have evolved in Africa either could have been chased northward by their pigmented parents and kinsmen, or they could have been migrated northward on their own, away from the high intensity of the sun rays of Africa, where their non-pigmented albino skin would not be damaged by the less intense sun rays in the northern countries, now called Europe, my beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters. Europe is today recognized as the home of white folks, because that's where the albino mutants moving northward from the continent of Africa ended up in a much colder climate where there were less sunlight and less intensity of the sun rays, so that their albino, non-pigmented skin would hold up, would not be burned, would not explode on them. The main point of this presentation is to engage in discussion and to point out that white skin albino people were most probably the genetic mutant offspring from black parents. That is the main objective, intent of this audio presentation. In other words, black males and black females were their parents, the original albino mutants, non-pigmented skin were produced by black parents. The original mothers and fathers of the albino or now called white population. The marriage of albinos with another subsequent the marriage of albinos with another albino subsequently produced what is now known as the white race. My beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters, if this description of the origin of white folks is accurate, as this writer, Dr. Wilson, strongly believed, then deep within the unconscious psyche of the white collective is an awareness of their origin amongst blacks. Their psyche tell them that blacks were their parents and that they, white folks, were the defective albino offsprings of black parents. The white male, the prime organizer of the white supremacy system, is thus aware, although perhaps at a deep unconscious level, that his original mother was a black woman, just as his original father was a black man. Therefore, in spite of the overt psychological need to repress this fundamental knowledge of their origin, the conscious recognition of which would necessitate a confrontation with the genetic mutant and genetic defective status of skin whiteness. White males have exposed their unconscious awareness by referring to black women in this world as mammies and aunts or auntie, and referring to black males as pappy and uncle. This term cannot reflect true simple endearment as they occur in the presence of degradation, enslavement, oppression, and black destruction. And furthermore, white males strongly supported black female suckling white babies, nursing white babies, and also endorsed black men and women caring for white children, the extension of the white male himself. And this close contact of white child particularly with the black female, was supported by the white male in spite of the degraded slave and oppressed status the white collective imposed upon the black collective. The original human beings were black folks, people that look like me, my beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters. Just a few lines that I have collected from reading Dr. Frances Cress Welsing's book called The ISIS Papers, The Keys to the Colors. A fantastic read, my beautiful, intelligent black brothers and sisters. It's The ISIS Papers, authored by Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. It's a fantastic read. All that I have talked about within this audio presentation was excerpts from reading her book. That's all I have on this one.